1000%. But let me ask y'all this, because I think everybody to a certain extent was not having issues with them being a social media influencer, just more of putting you in that lifestyle or getting in the way of your like personal time. Yeah. Y'all straight with them like taking pictures with y'all though, like and posting pictures of y'all?
Well, with the example you said, they said they digitally altered his face. I feel some type of way. Like I know I ain't perfect.
Yeah.
But we gotta talk about that.
It's not that you gotta ask like who made that decision.
Exactly. So it's like if you were the type to just post photos of yourself unedited because you don't really care, but to be on her page or be on his page, you gotta look a certain way. I'm like, are you with me for me, or do I have to look? You know, do I have to? I don't know.
No, that's real though. I also gained a little stomach, so don't edit out my stomach. Show the progress.
So you feed me well.
Show my progress.
I have a question. Let's talk about the alternative though. Let's talk about someone who is an influencer and does not like to post their significant other.
Oh,
so let's talk since we want to talk about, you know, like, do you want to be, like he mentioned, if you want to be in the picture all the time with them, you know.
Like they actually requesting, like, please, let's take a picture together.
Right, but what, like, how do you guys feel about someone who doesn't like to post their significant other or somebody that they're dating, or they just don't like their relationship? Not just it's just kind of like, not in a way hiding it, but kind of just wanting to keep the relationship private. Out of that.
I used to have a problem with it. I'll be honest. Like years ago, when I was dating an ex, I had a problem with it. Like, why didn't you post me? If you really love me, how come you don't show me out? Blah blah blah. And you know, years later, after going through my own divorce, and then personally knowing people who got their couples, and knowing that they look happy, but because I know the woman personally, I know what struggles they're going through.
Respect.
You know, it's not like I advise you got to post pictures of you fighting or something to be real, but it just doesn't hold as much value to me anymore.
But they ain't nothing though.
I mean, I don't care as much as I used to. It doesn't really mean, because for me the posts are not what makes the relationship. Okay. So I don't.
I think somebody
I
could
could go either way. I could be private or I could be public. It's like I don't care anymore. So I won't take offense, but before I would, before, because to me that's like proving I'm important to you. But
it's like that's validation.
Yeah, no, not a secret. She said not a secret.
Exactly.
Not hiding it,
but also just to big you up. Just to big you up, we are happy that you are not as private anymore. That you actually on this platform sharing gems with us like every week. The fact that you are opening up to that much, like.
Oh, about my divorce and everything?
Nah, every conversation that you have, all the gems that you give. Know what I'm saying? Like that's good.
Yeah, I mean, I was there because I get the mentality, especially from women's. Like, if you're really not trying to sneak or whatever, but these men be posting their wives and still be in your DMs.
Yeah.
So it's like after going through a failed relationship, I only care about what's gonna make the relationship last. It's obviously not the posts.
Of course.
I need to make sure we have good communication and good blah 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 blah. So the posts are just, I could go either way with them, but it doesn't bother me like it used to if you want to not post me, because I'm like, shoot, if we break up, I'm gonna be embarrassed too. So maybe it's good you don't post me. I don't know.
Not my L's in private.
I like that.
Can't jump in, Big Dog. What you trying to say, Big Dog?
In regards to your question,
yes,
it depends on who the female is and what type of influencer it is. You know what I'm saying? So, like, don't get me wrong. Anybody, male or female, want to be portrayed as this guy or this woman in my life.
Of course.
Not saying you got to put them in every single picture, but at least have a picture of y'all hugging or another picture of him giving you a teddy bear or something. You know what I'm saying?
I think, if you've been together for like a long time, or at least if you're married, just one or two.
Yeah, a couple pictures, nothing too extravagant, because that's not his lifestyle. If he's not an influencer, you don't have to include him in everything. Right. Exactly, he can be ducked off, but at least show these other people
like I'm here.
Somebody.
I'm here.
Yes, sir. So like, hey, this.
See, but here's the thing though, Noah. Before you jump in, right? Yes, I had a situation personally when the person was like, they didn't want me to post them or anything like that. Cool, but for some reason, when she started following my page and she sees the interaction I'm getting from different people, right? for some reason later on down the relationship, now she wants to request for me to post her. So I feel like for some people, like eventually, man, you're gonna have to post something of your significant other. It may not be something so intimate, but at least like, you know, Esther said, like, show them like, yo, I'm here. You feel me? But no matter how,
Show the arm.
like, you gotta show them that they here, like, because no matter
You
how,
can just show my gift and put like, you feel me, something like that.
something, it's gotta be something, because like, I don't care what nobody says. If you're dating somebody who's very influencing when it comes to social media, and you see they can all these interaction from different people, especially the opposite sex, I feel like somebody's gonna feel some type of weight.
Sooner or later.
Sooner or later.
Just give them a little something so people
Sooner or
can
later.
see what you got.
The thing is, when it comes to you having bringing the world into your relationship, you kind of have to kind of like keep that up, believe it or not, because then you get the messages, oh, y'all still together, because you invited these people into
That's
your
true.
relationship.
So, I mean, it got real.
Right, so you kind of have, right, so these people are either looking up to you guys as like their what do you call
Power
it?
couple.
Goals.
Yeah, the goals. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Relationship goals.
Thank you. This is relationship goal
Yeah.
for them. So they're involved
Yeah.
in your relationship.
For sure.
So they're asking questions like, if they don't see, let's say you decide to not post them anymore, or either you guys break up,
Yeah, broke up.
they want to know what happened to so and so, this and that. While imagine while you're trying to heal from this situation that's
gotta
no
ask the
longer there,
questions.
and people always asking,
Yeah.
where is he? Oh my gosh, you guys look so good together. What happened to? It's like it's constant. So I feel like I feel like it's just easier to keep. You can keep your relationship in social media, but as far as kind of like not being too open about it, not, you know, like post like the teddy bear or something like that, but kind of like not have it in a way where people know so much about your relationship that they're asking questions about it.
Question.
In a way.
Unless it's real.
Question. So on Facebook, you know how
Oh,
they got.
no, wait, let's go back.
Oh.
Even if it's a real, like you say you married to this individual, you still wouldn't post them?
I still would not allow people to be so engaged in my relationship. I don't care if I'm married to the person or not. Things happen.
So
You
that's-
know? So I feel like
But
whether
is
you're
that a
arguing.
negative mindset though to even go into the like to even go
No,
into it?
I don't think it's a negative mindset, because couples fight. I mean, like, if you're
No, for
going
sure.
through something with your significant other and you're not posting them for that time being, people are gonna, oh, what happened? Well, how come you guys are not posting? You know, it's kind of like, I feel like every second of your relationship, people is gonna know what's going on, because if they see you don't post, they already know something's
Right,
going
they're
on.
assuming,
Just like
They're
assuming.
assuming.
Like,
So
oh,
it's-
Kim K went to the gas station by herself. Where's Pete? Like,
Perfect.
Example. So that's why I don't want
Can I read some of these comments?
Nah, I feel you. I feel you.
Can I read some of these comments?
That's half the world right now, though, bruh.
Can I read some of these comments?
Of course, big dog.
All right, so let's start right here. So Kevin said that I think it's better to keep your private life off of social media. Okay. Kenva agreed with Esther. Right. I used to get caught up on that too. Fake perceptions. Ashley, she said back then, no pictures, private life all the way, because I felt relationships weren't reliable. But now I feel comfortable in my relationship, and it's actually beautiful seeing a man post their girl. Somebody was saying negative mindset. Somebody agreed that it's a negative mindset, what you said. And somebody was like, yo, and you spitting right now. That's what's up.
Yeah,
and then
opposite
somebody
points.
actually said people actually
back to
ask
back.
that.
Yes. Yeah.
People actually ask that.
But-
But like, you know, oh, where's so-and-so?
Right, they do, because I'm speaking from experience here.
I was about to say though, because you know you like the influencer here, so you won't post your husband, like
for
not
example,
even
let's say
like.
we're
You guys are
married.
not understanding.
No, I understand though. Like,
Example,
okay,
let's say
look,
we're married, right?
Yeah.
It would be a blessing. So let's say we're married, right?
Let's finish
I
off
bought you a big ring. You know, I bought you 2 rings actually, so you can pick which one you want, right? And then I got down to one knee. I brought the whole community out. You feel me? And I proposed to you, and you said yes. And I said yes back. I said thank you. You know, and then we get married. And we walk down the aisle.
You don't
and
want her to
everything.
post that picture?
Like you want to post?
Too long.
Would you-
Let's stop right there at the ring. After you say yes, you're not gonna post that.
You said
feel me?
yes to me.
Absolutely. I think these are things that you can post. I'm just saying, as far as bringing people in your home,
Like
as,
on a
that's
daily,
you
like
on a
regular-
daily
yeah.
on a daily routine.
We're
like,
about to eat breakfast.
Right, everything. But
He made
me
ass.
getting married, the whole world is gonna know my ring. Everybody's gonna see it. Like,
gonna have my last name.
Yeah, that, like, everybody's gonna know. So that's not the problem. The problem is not having your home, not bringing people into your home, your daily, day-to-day life of what you and your husband is doing. Because people really get attached, they get engaged, they want to know, and they feel like they need to know. They feel like it's a,
They are part of your relationship.
Right, like, like,
You know De'Ara and Kim, right? They were the YouTube couple that was together for like 10 years about, and they just split up. Like, everybody's under that girl stuff. Like, where's Kim? Where's Kim? Where's Kim?
Cause they went into that as a couple. I believe because they was
But that's
couple
different
though.
because there
Like,
was a couple.
that's what I'm saying.
They're both
She's saying
influencers.
because everybody was so invested in their stuff, like she's healing right now.
No.
and
Oh yeah, they still on it.
Yeah.
'cause,
But at the end of the
stuff,
day,
bro.
though, let's be fair here. At the end of the day, if you invite that, you have to deal with that.
and you have to
That's what I'm
continue.
saying.
Yeah, you have to.
Like, if you are a social media influencer, right?
sir. Yes,
and let's
sir.
say you open up that door to people to get inside your business, just know there's a lot of things that comes with that territory.
So that's
and you're
why
gonna have to deal with it.
That's why the question of the night was: can you see yourself dating an established social media influencer? And I guess y'all just gave the two categories of what they were. But to stay on the point that you guys are talking about, like going into the comments and asking what happened or where is he? What about if you guys do take a picture or they post y'all one time, and the people in the comments go crazy about y'all, like say, oh, like she's too good for him or he's whatever, like where you found that, like you feel me, like. How would y'all feel if they was directing that energy to y'all under her post about y'all, like going in on y'all?
If she's the influencer,
Yeah.
the man supposed to keep it playing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying, what if they going dumb on you?
They can go dumb. Everybody got their own opinions.
Yes,
Like
yes.
just cause she look good to you, she might be ugly to me. You know what I'm saying? So you can't. What's the word? Damn. You can't make everybody happy. You know what I'm saying?
1000%.
So
Can't satisfy everybody.
at the end of the day, it's really what your female think. If she let that get into the picture where she over here looking at the comments like, oh damn, buddy do got a big nose. You feel me? Then that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? But they all in love with his nostrils. Don't worry about the whole posture of his nose. Find something good in that. You know what I'm trying to tell you?
The mold, love it, the mold,
Exactly.
everything.
You gotta find what you can't let other people steer you wrong. Have your head different.
That's
you know what I'm
real.
trying to
The
tell
fact
you?
that I think it's because we not really was born into this.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I feel
it's
like we're in
different.
a perfect position
Because
because
we know it.
Exactly.
And we know how to like
difference.
how it was before that.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So our voice really, I feel like it really hold weight because
Man,
we know
look.
both sides
Yes,
of
sir.
it.
I want to say something
1000%.
really quick about her when she's saying like people watching your daily life. Like my daughter, 5 years old, likes to watch these little families on YouTube. You know the families that
The
have
royal
all them
families?
kids,
Yeah,
royal family, all
yeah.
that crap. Ugh.
Yeah.
But you see how she's growing up in that, and I'm like, why do you care
Does
that
she
they're
pick up
eating
that-
boiled eggs? Why is this a show? Why do
Does
they
she
have
pick up their
millions of-
tendencies?
Oh
Does she pick
God.
up
My
any-
son
I
loves that
wouldn't
stuff,
say
bro.
she picks up their tendencies,
Yeah.
but just how you're saying she's growing up with this, like, just a why? Because when I was growing up, I didn't see nothing about nobody's personal lives. I was watching Power Rangers. You know what I'm
We
saying?
probably watch Family Matters. That's the person.
That's
It wasn't
scripted.
real.
That's
You
scripted.
know they're not
Yeah.
together for
That's-
real.
That's the only
Like,
thing.
That's real.
So
that's
they
real.
are growing up with
Yeah,
that. Like,
it's different
I don't
now.
know. I don't know. So
They're
if they
creating-
break up, I don't know what that would look like to my daughter. Like, but they look so happy. What is marriage? I don't know what. I don't know.
But this
I
is
can't
why,
care
but
for-
like going back, as I say, from a parental point of view, right? This is why, as parents, we got to step in and make sure, like when we talk to our kids, like, because we can't control what's being broadcasted,
Right.
Right, but we can control, you know what I'm saying? What is that they watching though? Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, right? If my child is under me. Like, you feel me? And I have his, phone, whatever. I can put certain settings and things like that for me to remove this or whatever. But at the same time, it's going to get to a point, he's going to get older, and he's going to know how to figure things out. Just like when I got older, I figured things out. But that conversation has to be there with your child to let them know, And you may have to wait because, like,
That's
if,
facts, bro.
if they're at a certain age, they may not have the proper understanding. But I feel like as a parent, like, we can't let, I think Trick Daddy said this earlier, bro. I was watching the Breakfast Club. He said it. He said, bro, we're letting social media raise our children.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like, you feel me? And that,
Sure.
that cannot happen. You
It should
cannot let
not.
social media raise your
You
kids.
better not.
But
How do you avoid it?
You really can't, because back then we didn't have social media. You ain't have a lot of stuff, so you had to be outside. So you could have said the environment, the outside people is raising your jits.
Can you raise a kid? What's the age now that you got to give a jit a cell phone?
Oh,
That's a good question.
It depends, bro.
I've seen 5-year-olds with phones, and I don't understand.
iPads.
I would do middle school, I think. But I
Middle
would
school
still
for their safety, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Look,
I got my phone. Nah, I ain't not
Not
a
a little
little
trap phone. You gotta have something that can have a little on it, but you can restrict it. You know, there's age restrictions on YouTube and stuff like that, so you can kind of monitor it. You know what I'm trying to tell you?
I'm guilty, dog. This is actually my son's phone when he's with me, and I gave it to him, bro, before middle school, elementary.
That's what I'm saying. Like today,
he kept using my phone. I'm like,
it's different, bro.
She said it perfectly. She said it depends on their maturity level.
Yeah.
I respect that.
I like that.
I respect
That's
that.
why I said I'll
that.
see.
Somebody said 10 years old.
That's Ronald.
Shout out to Ronald. You feel me?
But to go back to what you said, though.
You know, I don't do this regularly. Hey, this is a late night Love Ties podcast. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoy what you see.
If you want to watch more clips.
If you want to watch more clips, subscribe to the YouTube channel. With Plenty Mysteries.
Hold on.
We'd love to see you there.
Talk to him.